Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm super excited to be filming because I'm finally going to be playing around and testing out the Copycat Beauty products. I placed an order with them on the 1st of February and I've been dying to play with them. I got them on the 8th of February, I believe it was, so it's been kind of just sitting on my desk in the meantime because I wanted to get up like the Valentine's Day look and everything before I actually sat down and played with this. So I haven't opened any of the packaging. I'll do that for you guys today on camera so we can test them out together and see what it's all about. If you haven't heard of Copycat Beauty, basically they are trying to make dupes for high-end products such as like MAC Cosmetics, their lipsticks, Anastasia Beverly Hills, products like that they're trying to make dupes for, but obviously for a much cheaper price. So I'll get into some of the pricing and all of that later. And also, as always with every video, you always want to make sure to check the description box down below. I'll always put the names of the items there, whatever I'm using, even with my brushes. So yeah, I'm super excited to get into the makeup today. I want to see how they swatch. I want to see how they wear. Is this the real deal? Are the products even good? I honestly have no idea. I think I've watched like maybe one or two other reviews on YouTube because I didn't want to be biased towards the products. There's so many great dupes out there already, so to have a company that's based on just trying to dupe these higher end products to me is really interesting. So you may have also noticed that Danielle Bregoli's face, aka Catch Me Outside, aka Bad Baby, has been plastered all over the website or their Instagram page if you have come across it. And I don't really know what her role within Copycat Beauty is. I mean, yeah, she's the face. And I did a little bit of like research and it seems like she had originally signed a 6-month contract to be the face of the company, which got extended to 3 years. So that's all what I really know with regards to her. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the box. This is what the box looks like when you open it up. It's packaged pretty nicely. It comes with a bubble wrap, so make sure that your products don't arrive broken. And then you get this little card here that comes with it. Shop smarter, not harder, Copycat Beauty. Save 85% off. It gives you their website and tells you some of the things that is comparable to. So mine came with just this little card here. So you'll notice that in today's video, I already have my foundation on, I have my concealer on, I have my eyebrow products, and that's because I don't know if they're planning on putting new things soon on their website, but they didn't have a foundation, so that's why I went ahead and I just put my own foundation on. They also didn't have any concealer or brow products or anything like that. It's mostly just like eyeshadow, blush. I mean, there's some things for eyes, like they have mascara, which I did pick up. They have eye glitters and eyeliners and such, but they did not have a foundation, so I can't comment on that. So as I am doing this video, I am gonna have my phone beside me just so I could pull up their website or even their Instagram if I want to make reference to it. Actually, I think I'll go on their website now because I'll give you like a rundown on what is currently on their website. So it's just copycatbeauty.com. Oh, another really good thing about their brand is they are 100% cruelty-free, so that's always amazing. And they ship worldwide. So they do have palettes, of course, that they sell. Some can be compared to Too Faced, some can be compared to Urban Decay, Kat Von D, Tarte, Anastasia. So they have an eye section on their website and they include glitter eyeshadow, which I did pick up one today, but I'll get into that later. They have eyeliner, mascara, eye primer. For lips, they have lipsticks, lip stain, lip glosses, they makeup brushes, and they also sell face masks. Alright, so I did pick up 3 of their palettes. The first one that I picked up is this Beach Glow palette. This is the box packaging, which I absolutely love. I love the holographic. I picked up their Expose palette, and that's what this one looks like. And then I also picked up the FOGO palette. Then the rest of the things I picked up are in this little plastic. So I got the mascara, I got one of their liquid eyeshadows. I got one of their lipsticks that came in a box. And then I also picked up the eyeliner. So for today, I don't have a specific look that I'm going for. I just really want to test out the products and see how they wear, if they're pigmented. So when you take the actual palette out of the packaging, it comes bubble wrapped, which again is nice because it helps keeps your products from breaking. The actual palette is the same as the box that it comes in. The only thing that I'm kind of confused about, like right off the bat when I'm looking at the boxes or the palettes, is it says Go To Beauty. I'm not really sure why it says Go To Beauty if their brand is called Copycat Beauty, but anyways, that's just something that I initially noticed. So when you first open up the palette, it comes with a little protective cover, and it has a mirror, which is nice, but I don't want to blind you guys. And this is what the colors look like in the Fogle palette. And just to reference, I'm gonna pull up and see what the Fogle palette is supposed to be compared to. So this was for $8.99 US dollars, by the way. I am gonna list everything, as I mentioned, again in the bottom bar below, and they are gonna be in US dollars. So because I am in Canada, I did have to pay like the conversion, but just for the sake of like pulling info right off the website, I am gonna list everything in US dollars. So this one here was for $8.99, and it's supposed to be compared to the Urban Decay Naked Heat eyeshadow palette. So I mean, that one sells for $59 and this one was only $8.99. Then the next palette I got that I showed you guys earlier is the Exposed palette. Again, taking it out of the box, it's the same concept, comes in bubble wrap. Packaging is the same as the box. And this here again comes with a mirror, and it is a blush palette. So the final palette I got is the Beach Glow palette. So the Beach Glow palette is supposed to be compared to the Sugar Glow kit from Anastasia, which retails for $40, and this one I picked up for $8.99. Going back to the Exposed palette, Exposed 2 palette, it's compared to the Narcissist Wanted 2 cheek palette, which retails for $59, and this here was also $8.99. Another thing I noticed, when you actually get the palettes in the box, they do have ingredients that are listed on the back of the box in case you're interested in that, but on the actual palette itself there's nothing listed, which is kind of weird. You know what, the palettes all feel really nice, but feeling this liquid eyeshadow honestly feels really cheap, but we'll get into that later anyways. Same idea, the eyeliner, it kind of feels cheap. So I will say that this feels super, super cheap. Nothing like, I'll grab one of my MAC lipsticks, which is supposed to be compared to this. You can see that they have the same bullet concept going on with their packaging. Okay, so let's just get right into it. Again, we're not going for any specific makeup look. We're just gonna play around with the products and see what they feel like. First, I'm gonna go in with the Fogle palette. So I wanna go in with this color first, just to put into my crease and create a transition color. Okay, so far for my first impression, for $8.99, there is color there. There is pigment. They're blending out really nicely. Well, this color is blending out really nicely. I don't know about the rest. For $8.99, I am not mad at this palette at all. Obviously, when companies are trying to make dupes for higher end makeup products, they're probably using different ingredients, like that's for sure. But in terms of like whether there's color and whether they are blendable, this is really great so far. There's a lot of color there. This is actually working. I want to be really, really basic today, and I think I'll go in just with this color here to put all over the eyelid. Well, as you can see, there's pigment on this shadow too, and there's little to no fallout, which is always nice. So obviously I can play around with all the eyeshadow colors in the palette, but out of the two that I just played with, I mean, you can see for yourself, there's pigment, little to no fallout, as I said earlier, and they're really blendable. And for $8.99 compared to paying $59, I mean, it's worth it in my opinion. Obviously I'd have to play around a little bit more in the future with the colors, but so far this palette is actually a yes for me. I think that for $8.99 it's totally worth it, and I'm not mad at it. I'm really not. So now I want to take the eyeshadow glitter to put all over my eyelid, and it was in the color GLS01. I don't know if I necessarily like love this, because although it works, there's like chunks of glitter in it and it just kind of feels a little bit patchy when you apply it. But for the most part it does work. So now I'm going to go in with their eyeliner, which on the package they have it named the eye marker. Okay, so again, I pulled up their website because I want to see what they're comparing the eyeliner to, and it is supposed to be compared to the Tarte Man-Eater liquid eyeliner. And this one here that I got on the Copycat Beauty website retails for $3.99. So I'm just going to do a nice, simple, regular eyeliner to see how it works on top of this eyeshadow glitter. I don't know if it's just like the eyeliner pen itself, or if it's the glitter, or if it's a combination of the two. I mean, it's swatched really nicely on my hand. I think it's honestly just the eyeshadow glitter that's not working well with this, because it's so chunky, and I just feel like when I'm trying to put on the eyeliner, everything's moving. So I can't even like get a straight line. It just looks really bad. Can you guys hear my cats? Both of them are sitting outside my bedroom door because I have it locked so they can't come in here and play, and they're like scratching the door trying to get in so bad. I'm not getting a straight line. I'm trying to fix it and I just keep ruining it. Like, this is just not working. I don't like this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other eye and get this over with, because so far it's not even that like I can say that it's the liner that I don't like. I think it's literally just that eyeshadow glitter. If I had used the eyeliner with, like, let's say just the shadow on its own, it probably would have worked nicely because it's swatched really nicely on my hand, but it is just not working with this eyeshadow glitter. So I can't have the two together. I don't like it. And this eyeliner is like not drying down matte, it's more of like a shiny finish. So now that we have eyeliner done, we're gonna go in next with some of their mascara, and the mascara is for $3.99 also, same price as the eye marker, and it's supposed to be compared to the Tarteist Lash Paint Mascara by Tarte. So when we open it up, that's what the applicator looks like. It's a little bit big for my liking, but we can see past that as long as it actually works. So we'll curl the lashes first, but I'm probably going to end up wearing a pair of falsies anyways. So I'll let the mascara dry and then I'll pop on a pair of falsies and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we have lashes on, we can move into our lower lash line, and I'm gonna go back into the Fogle palette that we used earlier on our eyelids, and I'm gonna take this color here just to put on my lower lash line. So now we can finally move into the rest of the face, but I just realized now actually that they don't have a bronzer, and I don't think I'm going to bother putting on bronzer anyways. I'll just jump straight into the cheek palettes. And I think today I'll go in with this color here, which looks really pigmented, but we'll try to be light-handed since the eyeshadows were very pigmented. Maybe the blush is pigmented as well. That is super pigmented. I'm really gonna have to blend this out now with this stipple brush because that is a lot of color, and I'm really trying to go light-handed and I'm still getting such color payoff. Okay, so after I use this stipple brush, it kind of calmed this side down a little bit, so we're looking a little bit better and not crazy. So finally, we're gonna go into our Beach Glow palette, and I think I want to use this color right here. Let's see, are these really pigmented too? If so, I'm not mad at that because I love myself a nice highlight. The only thing that I'll say is it kind of looks different applying it onto the face rather than what it looks like in the pan, but it's still really beautiful. I'm barely even touching my face with the brush, and the color payoff is so amazing. Okay, so last but not least for today, we have the lips. And the shade of lipstick that I picked up today is GLIP01, and this is supposed to be compared to the shade of Mac Twig, and this retails for $2.99. Okay, so the packaging on mine is not really nice. I'll see if I can get you close up here, but as you can see, it's kind of like, I don't know what to say, it's like squished on the end here. But let's see what the color is like. Okay, guys. That's not supposed to happen with a lipstick. Obviously, this wasn't packaged well. I just went to go and put it on my lip and it's moving around. I mean, really? Okay, so like, how am I gonna do this now? I guess I'll just keep it like really low in the container and, I don't know, wing it? Look at how I have to hold this to try and apply this to my lips. Let's just move into my final thoughts on everything that I used today. So to start with, all of the palettes that I purchased, are they pigmented? Yes, they are. Do I think that they're worth it for the price of $8.99? Yes, I definitely do. Because of the eyeshadows that I did try out today, there was good color payoff. They are pigmented. The only thing that I'll say about all of the three palettes, so that's the Exposed 2 palette, which was the blush, the Fogle palette, which is supposed to be compared to the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, and then the Beach Glow palette, which is supposed to be compared to the Anastasia, which is a highlighting palette. All of them were a little bit powdery, but is there color there, and is that what's important? Yes, there is color. It's there. For $8.99, I'm not mad at it. I will continue to use them. I mean, I don't see why not when there's such good pigmentation to it. Powder is not really something that's a big deal to me. Like, I don't really care if the palette is a little bit powdery, it's not a big deal. And honestly, when I was using the eyeshadows anyways, there wasn't a lot of fallout. I mostly noticed it with the highlighting palette and the blush palette, but other than that, I think they're great. The only thing that's like a really big no to me right now would be the eyeliner, just because honestly, well, like, I don't know, it's hard to say because like the glitter eyeshadow may have affected the application of the eyeliner, because when I did swatch this on my hand, it was nice, it went on smoothly, and it was very pigmented, no streaking or anything like that, but it just did not work with the glitter eyeshadow. So I think that in the future, if I do want to try it out, I'll probably have to skip on anything glitter and use the eyeliner on its own. But honestly, it was a no for me for this video and just like my very first impression. The glitter eyeshadow as well, I mean, I didn't really care for it. I think it's a little bit chunky, and when you are applying it, it's not really like evenly distributed on the lid. It's not the worst thing that I've used, but it's just like I skip out on it. I don't really need it. So the mascara for me wasn't really bad either. It worked really nicely on my lower lashes. It did add length to it, and it wasn't clumping, which is something that I always look for in a mascara. If I do have a clumpy mascara, then it's an automatic no for me. So the mascara was good. I'd have to try it when I'm not wearing lashes, but because I am wearing lashes today, I can't really tell if it gave me the length that I normally like and what I'm looking for. The really disappointing thing for me was obviously the lipstick, because in general the packaging just feels cheap, and then it came broken, so that wasn't good. That's not what I like to see, but the color is there and it's not drying to the lips. But besides focusing on the fact that it came broken, it's $2.99 and the color is there. It's smooth. It was a nice, easy application besides like the finicky movement. But let's say this hadn't come broken, then I think that it would have been so much easier to apply to the lips. And again, there isn't that drying feeling, and it doesn't look dry on the lips either. So all in all, besides a couple of things that I mentioned, I'm definitely going to be playing with these products in the future. There was 3 other highlighting shades that I obviously didn't get to today, and same with the blush and a lot of eyeshadows that I didn't use, but based on what I used today, then I'm definitely going to reach for these palettes again, and for the price, I think it's definitely worth it. Besides a couple of products that I mentioned, like the eyeliner, that was like a fail for me. But other than that, guys, if you want to check out Copycat Beauty, then I would definitely recommend it. I mean, hey, why not? So of course, if you have any recommendations on things that you'd like me to try out, or any sort of video that you would like to see, whether it's a tutorial or a review, then please leave a comment down below telling me what it is that you would like to see. If you have tried any of the Copycat Beauty stuff so far, then let me know, because I'd really like to know what your thoughts are on the products as well. Other than that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can turn on the notification bell that's beside the subscribe button to be notified whenever I upload future videos. I think that's it, and I will see you guys in my next video.